Go, can you take a video?
It's crazy seeing the house like that.
You could actually buy a house and just tear down your house and put a house that you bought from somewhere else, put on a foundation. Actually, that's probably the cheapest thing to do. There you go, solve the problem. Because the house needed a roof like 20 years ago. I think that the idea of like having a really low overhead rent in Minot is like not that bad of a plan. Because Minot's a really comfortable city too. Like you have everything you need. There's an international airport if you need to like if you'd like to travel. I don't know. It's like it's a pretty good deal. I'd live in Minot. I mean, yeah, I would.
Minot's probably a good idea, especially if how often you like to move and stuff. I don't foresee buying something permanent being a good option for you.
It's almost like the house caught fire. You gotta just sort of assume that all of that's gone. Don't sell anything to anybody until you talk to a real estate agent. That's like completely insane. And that guy next door was always a opportunistic kind of dude. So just like go talk to a real estate agent and see how much it's actually worth. Okay? Sell the house a while ago. It was like hard to see it like in medias res like that. Like all of our stuff just like sort of out, like as if we were just gonna come back or something. Like after going out for a walk or something. It just made me a little sad and like almost like if we had like gone and packed it up and moved, it would have been different. But like I guess it's just been sitting there as if our lives were there to just pick up at any time, and it's gone, and that's sad. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like it happens in our lives a lot, like where things are just like dropped, and like you like have to like turn away from it because there's no way to cope with the level of stress that it would be to like put it away or something. I don't know. Maybe I've just been stressed about it for a while. Maybe I'm having a hard time letting go of that time with you guys.
Honestly, like just knowing how old it was and nobody like really living in it for so long, like it was bound to be just a big money pit, and I don't know. I mean, it is nice to know that we had that house, but you know, I'm sure Mom will settle down at some point, and it'll probably be in North Dakota, and we'll still like be able to see our friends there and visit the towns that we, you know, grew up kind of in. I went back to Drake where I had stayed with Eric, and the house was open but nobody was living in there, and it was the same way. Like it wasn't falling apart, but like just knowing no one lived there, but like my room was still all intact and stuff. It was a weird feeling. So I get that, and I think the reason why I'm not as much connected to it is that I didn't really like that house, to be honest. Well, when I was there, it was mostly just me, and it was always creepy, and yeah, I didn't like it. So I don't have the greatest memories there, other than like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just not really that attached to that house. I mean, it is weird because like we did have some memories there, but like I said, like I didn't have a lot of happy ones that I remember. I'm sure there are happy ones, but for some, you know, you focus on like the ones that aren't happy. And I mean, it was also the time that, I mean, when I was living there, I believe that was the time that you moved away too, which was a weird decision at that age. Oh yeah, and that really awful memory of me outside calling for my dog Sparky out in the rain for a long time until you decided to tell me that Jeremy hit him with the car, and then Mom's car accident. Like, there's just a lot of like dark clouds over that house for me. So not the house, a lot of creepy times. And I don't know if you remember this one, but like when Sarah came over one time, because her grandmother used to live there, we all like laid on the ground and was like almost like calling for her or whatever, and then we heard all these creepy sounds, and then she left and I wanted to leave, and I think you wanted to leave too. Like, it's just, yeah. I think too, just from moving so much, I don't really attach myself to houses. Like, I think it's just being used to moving and used to like going to new houses and new places that I just don't get attached to houses.
For me, it was like, this is the last time that we were all together as a family, and I think it was a really stressful time for me too, because I knew that this was going to be the last time that we were all going to be together. And I think I acted out in a lot of ways where, like, you know, where you're like kind of separating yourself from people, because that's your way of sort of emotionally removing yourself, because you're preparing yourself to be away from each other. And so it's I think it's emotional for me because that was the last place we were all together, and it's so crazy, like your perspective on these things, but also those are really sad memories.